From the day I was born to 2007, I was living in Iraq. It was a turbulent time. My school was hit from bombings. I had loads of time where I had no education. My parents didn't see a future in that type of education, so they wanted to move somewhere where the education would be consistent. They first think of education and then everything else. Before coming to Canada, their main concern was which country would offer the best tertiary education to our children. When I asked my parents, the first advice they told me is keep doing well in school and then the careers that you want will come to you. I started working with a few professors and I found machine learning and I decided, oh, this is something I actually want to pursue. Luckily, from all the universities that I applied to, I got my acceptances and then it was just a matter of comparison. And Guelph was on top of the list, and then the more I researched into Guelph, the more it appealed to me.
I first met Abdullah when he must have been in his very first week here. During our orientation week in engineering, we do it's called Meetings for Majors, where we have a few faculty come and speak to the incoming class of biological and biomedical engineering students. I did a little spiel on some of the research that I was doing at the time. He approached me afterwards. He was really interested and very first day asked about volunteer opportunities in my lab. You don't normally get quite that much enthusiasm from brand new first year students, but that is typical as I've learned over the years of Abdullah.
تم التعرف على أستاذ عبد الله عن طريق موقع التواصل الاجتماعي فيسبوك.
I was just scrolling by one day and then I found a post complaining about bad infrastructure in schools.
كأبنية مدرسية متهالكة، صرف الصحي أو توصيلات كهربائية ماكو، للجهات المعنية ما تلاقي أذون صار يعني، وإذا تم هدمها فراح نعاني إنه مغادرة التلاميذ للمدارس مالتهم وعدم وجود تعليم نهائي.
Or sending the students out to different cities or overcrowding existing schools. I helped with managing a campaign that would gather donations, and then with the amount of money that we raised was around $2,000 US.
مدرسة نموذجية نسميها، هو عبارة عن تخريج جيل جديد للمجتمع، طيارين، مهندسين، معماريين من شتى يعني ما يحتاجه الوطن تقدر تخرجه مدارسنا.
I wanted to pay back because I know I'm fortunate. Education is fundamental to anything you do. The University of Guelph is very important to me, and I think it shaped me personally because you learn new things and you build connections, which led me to have great opportunities. The decision to stay on for a master's project was the flexibility and the amount of opportunities. I had offers from several universities, but no other university offered me as good of an opportunity as Guelph.
The first time I met Abdullah was at Design 3. I remember Abdullah very well because the way he asked questions with such enthusiastic voice.
He laid out a few projects that he was working on, and I just mentioned prostate cancer, if he has any projects related to that, because that was why my grandfather died off. I felt an obligation to do something in that field to hopefully help the science advance.
What impresses most about Abdullah is his initiative. I told him that I had a large group, so I was running out of funding. So Abdullah initiated these industry collaborations, and in total, his initiatives helped me in bringing up about $80,000 worth of industry plus MyTax funding to my research team.
He offered me a project where I would be detecting the quality of prostate MRI scans automatically within like 30 seconds of 1 hour out of a 1 hour to 1 hour and a half sequence of scans.
In his work, one of the problems is that some of those images that are acquired are of poor quality, so they will need to follow up again. So they will need to be rescanned.
If it was to be caught in stage 1, it would be curable and would be treatable.
So Abdullah will develop AI technologies to predict the quality of the images before they are acquired.
And AI would help in detecting that cancer, and it would be universal throughout. My ultimate hope in completing this research project is to improve the state of cancer detection as a whole.